So, you started a junk removal business, or you're thinking about starting one. My question to you is why? What's up there, guys? Izzy here once again with Do It Yourself Junk Removal SEO, where I help junk removal companies, dumpster rental companies, small business owners really navigate and understand the internet SEO and website design to get more business for their business utilizing Google and the search to get them in front of more of their customers. And today I'm not really going to discuss much about SEO or any of that stuff. What I want to talk about is your reasons for getting into the junk removal, dumpster rental, or business in general. Why? Why are you doing it? For the most vast majority of us, it's money. At the end of the day, we got bills to pay, kids to raise, things to pay for. We are doing it for money. But when it comes to junk removal, dumpster rentals, and businesses like that, you really have to take into account your marketplace. Is there an actual need for your junk removal services in the area that you're living in? What is it that's going to differentiate you from other businesses? Why are you in it to begin with? And because, is there already a bunch of junk removal companies out there? Is there a big, gigantic one that's not doing a good job? Is there a bunch of little scrubby ones out there that are doing just shitty work? um, Paying, charging people too much money? What's going to make you stand out from the rest? What's going to make you really, you know, change the marketplace where you're at? The reason I'm bringing this up is because I want to share you with you guys a quick little story. Um, I am 45 years old at the making of this video. I'm 45 years old. I guess I'm kind of an old guy already. But when I was a younger man, I started driving a concrete truck when I was 21 years old. I had kids very, very young. I was a teenager when I had kids. And I started driving a concrete truck at 21, and I did that for a couple of years. And one of the things that I saw out there was, well, first of all, I really didn't like the job. It was really boring to me. Um, I was long days and things like that. At the time, I didn't think I made good money, but looking back, I actually did pretty good. But what I saw was concrete pumpers. It's a service where you pull up with a concrete truck when you can't reach concrete to unload from a truck. They use a concrete pump to pump the concrete and place it in places like in backyards or in places where there's hills where you can't get a concrete truck. And that was huge business. Today, it's still a huge business, a really, really good business. And I saw a bunch of concrete pumpers telling me how much money they made and how what a great business it was, how easy it was. I mean, it was hard work, but your jobs would only last. You'd be at a job site for a couple of hours and make a few $100 and you'd be gone, you'd be done for the day. You could do two jobs, sometimes three jobs in a day and make a lot of money. So I got caught up in the hype of that, and I just kept looking into it, wanting to learn how to get myself into a concrete pump, start my own concrete pumping business. Well, it took some time. I had some savings. I saved up about $3,000. Borrowed another $3,000 from my brother-in-law's older guys, and I told them about my idea, and they said go for it. And I ended up buying a truck and a pump. It was a smaller concrete pump, not compared to some of the bigger ones out there at the time. And I remember I it was $26,000 for the whole thing, and this was 25 years ago now, and that was a monstrous amount of money for me back then. I went and got an SBA loan. I got my license. I got everything going. I put the down payment of 6 grand, and I was up and running, man. Concrete pumping business, ready to go. And let me tell you, that first 6 months, 8 months, I was damn near starving. I couldn't get shit going. I couldn't get jobs lined up. I didn't have anything. I remember didn't have enough money to put fuel in my truck. It was horrible. But I kept on trucking. And in that first year, after those first 6, 7, 8 months, I started really to make some money. I'd get to jobs, I'd pump concrete and all this stuff. Well, needless to say, more and more concrete pumpers were starting to come into the area. And the area where I live is called San Luis Obispo uh, County. There's about 250,000 population in the whole county. It's not a very big county, you know, population wise in this whole state of California, even though California is incredibly populated. Our county is not. It's kind of spread out. It's a little more rural. And in that area where I live, it's called Paso Robles, Tascadero, Templeton. It's called the North County of San Luis Obispo. And even then, the populations all combined are maybe 100,000. That's it. And before I knew it, there was one pumper, another pumper, another pumper, another concrete pumper. Everybody and their mama was setting up a concrete pumping business. Before it was said and done, I think there was about 30 concrete pumping businesses, 30 concrete pumpers in the area for such a small area. And so the competition was incredibly fierce. And when you really think about it, I mean, did this area really need that many concrete pumpers? Well, honestly, it didn't. And by the time I got into my third year, I saw decline in business go dramatically down. Some of these guys got bigger, stronger, more effective pumps that cost $50,000. I was just getting blown away by my competition. And before I knew it, I had to, I had to pull the plug on the whole thing. I ended up quitting. I sold my equipment. I sold the truck. I sold the pump and went right back to driving a concrete truck. And believe it or not, out of all the 30 concrete pumping businesses that were out there, within like 5, 6, 7 years, most of them had failed. All of them are gone. To this day, because I still know much about the concrete pumping business and concrete in general, there's probably 2 to 3 good companies out there. And most of those guys have multiple pumps in their organization. So there's no need to have 30 different concrete pumpers. There's 2 or 3 guys that all operate, 5, 6, 7, 8 pumps of their own. So it's just one company under one umbrella doing all the service. So this is why I bring up this little story. I've learned a lot about business over the years. And now getting into this online stuff too, I've realized how many website designers, SEO guys, um, Google ads, Facebook. There's so many out there. It's ridiculous. So what did I do? I narrowed it down to a specific niche. This is where I'm going to differentiate myself from other businesses by just targeting guys like you guys in the junk removal, dumpster rentals, just waste business. Because I went and actually did my research. I went and see if there was a market for the services that I intended to provide. And this is exactly what I did. And it's starting to work. I've noticed I'm getting subscribers, even though I don't ask for them like all these other people do on YouTube. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like. I don't give a crap. You guys are grown ass men and women. You guys like my videos. You guys like them. You guys want to subscribe. It's up to you. But my idea is to go out there and make sure I give something that's useful to the end consumer. And this is why I'm asking you guys. If you guys are in the junk removal business, you got to make sure. Yes, I understand you have to make money. You want to make money, but there's something you have to make yourself better than the rest in some way. Do you guys provide 24-hour service? Do you guys offer better pricing? Do you guys offer a better crew? Is your crew faster? Is you're better than the big box companies because you could talk to customers better. You got more friendly. Something that's going to make you different, and your marketing's got to be top notch too. It's not a lot about SEO. I know a lot of guys do other type of marketing. Some people do Facebook, Instagram, they do Google AdWords. My thing is just SEO. That's all I want. That's what you want a tentacle in your business of marketing. And to me, it's one of the biggest and one of the best ones you could probably possibly use. So this is why I push SEO, and then of course the website design that is user friendly, which also adds to the SEO of a business. It doesn't have to be junk removal or dumpster rental. It could be any business or anything like that. So that's why I wanted to make this video to see and ask you guys to really think about it. Why are you in business? What's going to make you different? Is there 50 other junk removal companies out there? Are you going to be able to blow them away, or are you going to be just part of the big mess out there of business out there? Or are you in a business where there's only 2 or 3 of them and they suck? That is a great opportunity to go over there and kick their asses. You can do a lot better than they are doing. So that's all I had for you guys today. If you guys want to learn more about junk removal websites, SEO, all that stuff, just keep watching my videos. Go on my description below here. I have a link to my site and my services. I really do plan this year to create some kind of course, possibly to help you guys design your own website and a course for the SEO. Because I always say in life, you either have you don't have very much money, that usually means you have a lot of time on your hands, or you don't have a lot of time, which means you probably have some money to spend on whatever it is that you're trying to get going. So that's all I got for you guys today. Thanks for checking out my videos, and until next time.